Hello guys, Zark101 here, and today welcome to a video of sorts. Well, it was a video. But today this is going to be Battlefield 1, and today this is going to be basically my top 10 favorite weapons in Battlefield 1. Now, these are going to be guns from all four of the classes. It's not specifically one class itself. So you'll get LMGs, you'll get rifles, you're going to get sniper rifles, you're going to get some machine guns, no handguns, I'm not counting those. I'll make a separate list if this goes well. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I wanted to do a Battlefield 1 video, and I feel like this is the best way to do it, considering the fact that most people do not like the fact when I do live commentaries on this game. So, I hope you enjoy the list, and without further ado, let's get into the Battlefield of the One, my top 10 favorite weapons of all of Battlefield 1. Bazinga. The next weapon is the Gewehr M95 carbine. I'm probably butchering that name, but sorry, that is how I'm going to pronounce it for now. Unless it's probably wrong, but anyway, this is a weapon that you can get for the scout, I believe at rank 5 or something like that, and it's basically the normal Gewehr. I would call it a Gewehr, but it's not. The Gewehr, or whatever you call it, with a optical on it, and in my opinion, it basically allows me to be an infantryman slash mid to medium range sniper. Now, in this instance, it's not exactly a good clip, but it's close enough. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend running it head first into danger with this thing. This is more good to medium to close range, to kind of long range, but in my opinion though, it is an excellent tool, and it has a very good rate of fire. Which is why it's number 9, and I don't really play Scout that much, but it's my preferred weapon of choice for Scout. Now, for number 8, it is going to be a little bit of a surprise. Now, most of the 5 and onwards are going to be LMGs, but anyway. On to the next segment. Yeah. For number 8 on our list is the Bar MG1918. Now, that's an actual name I can pronounce. Now, this gun is a light machine gun, and is actually the only light machine gun apart from a French light machine gun that was used in World War I. Now, as you can tell, I already know a little bit more about this in the real world. Now, this gun, I believe, can be unlocked at level 3 or 2, and in my opinion, it is a good light machine gun to medium to close range. Now, I am in favor of submachine guns, or light machine guns in this case, that are medium to long range and sometimes close range. Now, this thing is a powerhouse and melts people at close to medium range. Other than that, though, its ammo supply is limited for light machine gun, but it was mostly used for offense. Now, there is the trench, the low weight, and the storm, and the transonic, which the transonic is what I use if I want to be a little bit more dickish and whatever. But overall, it's at number 9 because I don't really use it all that often, but when I do, it is a American blast. And this is an American light machine gun, that is why it's an American. But anyways, guys, we will move on to number 7 if I do not believe. Yes. We'll move on to the next gun. Lego! When the segment ends. The 7th gun on our listy is the RSC, I do so believe, and it is the RSC Light SMG Victor. Now, this thing is probably my favorite of the submachine guns of the assault class, and I don't know why, but whenever a gun in a game has a low fire rate and is kind of slow and underused, that is my kind of gun, my fellows. And this thing's fire rate is very slow, It's not slow at all compared to every gun in the game, but it's very slow compared to the most LMGs that this Assault has on its disposal. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of Assault players running around with this, which is a shame really, because it is a very good gun, in my opinion. And honestly, it is the SMG I go to the most if I ever want to actually use a SMG with the Assault class, because to be honest, I don't use the Assault class that often, nor do I use SMGs that often, sorry. Now, to be honest, this thing can screw up from time to time. Its magazine, it basically only has 8 bullets, which is a downer if you cannot get your bullets on target. Now, if you can get them on target, bravo! You've just got yourself a kill. Now, most of the time, like me, I cannot, and then I'm forced to reload, or I back up the corner, or I get out my pistol, which sometimes is not always the case. But most of the time, this thing does work. Well, or 9 bullets apparently in the gameplay. But still, 9 bullets for an LMG is not a lot. But anyways, we will move on to number 6 on our list. Just because. Now, if I get the order correctly, this is the number 6th weapon, I think. But this weapon is the I don't know. It's a name I can't pronounce. Let's just be honest. But it is the level 10 rifle you get for the medic, and we all know with Battlefield 1, if that's basically the only new weapon you're gonna get, or being able to grind. But anyways, it is I don't know. It impressed me the first time I used it, and the second time, but by the time I used it the 4th time, it was like, I feel like there's better options out there. Now, it is extremely good at long range and medium range, but it sucks at close range, and I find myself in a lot of close hand situations. But it is a good weapon. Sadly, it only has 4 weapons in its cartridge, which sucks for a person that likes to spam it down a hallway. Like me, and a person that likes to spam it into the distance, hoping it's gonna hit somebody. But anyway, that is the, honestly, I haven't used this weapon enough to have a firm grasp on it. That's why it's only, like, number 6. But I do like the design of it, and it's a pretty cool gun all around. But anyways, we are going to move on to number 5, if the order is correct. Which I don't know if it is, but I'll check after this recording. Whippy! The 5th weapon on our list is basically the only sniper rifle. The Guiri... I don't know the pronunciation, but basically it is a infantry... It's basically my favorite sniper rifle. And probably is going to be the only sniper rifle I can actually kill people with. And that is the exact reason as to why, and also for the fact of it has a bipod, and I love bipods. Bipods in this game are life, and it has one, and steadies my aim enough that I can actually use it properly. And I personally, I'm a fan of sniper rifles being on the side of the gun rather than on the top, because it just looks distinctive. But honestly, this sniper rifle is probably... It's good, but again, I don't play enough Scout, nor do I like sniping in Battlefield 1. But when I do, this is kind of my preferred choice. Now, of course, with the scumbaggery of sniper rifle, and thanks, plane. But honestly, this weapon is an okay weapon, and I believe you do unlock it at level 3 or 2, around there, somewhere around the rainbow. And this clip here is exactly why I don't snipe, nor use this, because my aim sucks. But it's number 5, because it's my favorite sniper rifle, basically, in the whole game. Or my favorite one to use, at least. And now I feel like I'm going in circles, but this segment is very long and boring, and I'm sorry. But let's kill this dude and completely miss. but that is exactly why. Now, this is what I like to do with it. I like to walk up to ledges and just put the bipod down, because it makes your aim a lot more steadier and compact, and very nice to actually shoot people with. And to be honest, it's kind of it's a mixed experience, because sometimes it can go great, sometimes it can go horrible. Now, sometimes it's not even the gun's fault, but most of the time, I would usually blame it on the weapon I'm using, or myself, and in most cases, I blame it on the weapon I'm using. So, yeah, I don't have any issues. But anyway, this gun is, it's reliable, honestly, and it's quite reliable even without the bipod, but that's kind of all I have to say about it. And again, the real only reason why I don't say more is because I don't play Scout enough to really know if there's better options out there. But anyway, we shall go on to number 4, and beware, this is going to be basically all LMGs. Basically in air quotes. Wahaha. Here's the first of the LMGs, the I don't know how to pronounce it. It's French, okay? But anyway, this is a French light machine gun, and it was the other submachine gun, the light machine gun that I was talking about during the Bar MG 1918 segment. And this gun and the Bar 1918 were basically the only light machine guns during World War I. Now, this thing has faults in the game and in real life. And in real life, the main fault of many was basically its magazine had holes in it, as you couldn't tell. And in the trenches of in the muddy trenches of World War I, the mud got in the magazine and jammed the guns. And most soldiers apparently only used, because the magazine could carry a maximum of 20 rounds, if you cannot see in the gameplay. Exactly. They preferred to put 19 or 18 bullets to avoid clogging, but this thing was not good in mud or trenches at all. In Battlefield 1, the jamming is not a mechanic, so thank God. Now, it does have problems. The one problem is its slow fire rate is so slow, most weapons could outcompete it, and you could die easily, like now. Now, like I said before, I am a fan of weapons that are underrated and have a little slow, and this is basically a symbolized body of that. Now, to be completely honest, I don't prefer it over others, but it is a good light machine gun in my opinion, at least in Battlefield 1. Now, this you have to do a specific achievement unlocking for. I forget what you have to do, but it's not in the levels. It's not like you don't get it for free. Well, you do get it for free, but you have to complete a weapon assignment. But anyway, on to number 4. Now, this might be a medic rifle. No. For the third weapon on our list, look, it's another LMG. What a surprise! This is the Aider, or the Manson MG low weight. Now, there's many variants. There's the trench and storm variant of this. This one basically has a bipod. That's the only difference, really. Now, this gun is a classic, in my opinion, and it was actually used for a lot of wars. It was used for like it was like used for skirmishes, used for World War I and World War II. So the fact that it is in Battlefield 5, which it is, I've seen videos on it. It is not a surprise, because it was used in World War II in real life. So anyway, but now to the task at hand. This thing, fire rate is the amazing. It is probably one of the best, and honestly, the big magazine does not bother me as much as people say it would. But anyway, this weapon is amazing, and I highly recommend using it, and I think you unlock it at level 2 or 3 at the support class stage. And with the bipod, it's the most accurate thing to long medium range, and overall, it's a good all-rounder in my opinion. But on to the second gun, which I might put 2 in the segment. And number 2 is the Hewitt Gun. Now, this is a Canadian-made light machine gun. Now, it was too late into the World War I to actually see practical use before it could be shipped to all Canadian units. However, it was basically a prototype and was never really used in actuality. In Battlefield 1, it is a very good gun, and it only makes it to number 2 because, honestly, there's one more gun that holds way more sentimental value to me in terms of Battlefield 1. This gun has basically no-to-no recoil. Its hipfire is basically perfect, and all around it is a really good gun. However, at close range, it's the crappiest, like just now. Now, specifically, this gun, I haven't really had the best time with it recently, so that's kind of why I leave it at number 2. To be completely honest, this gun is amazing, and its design is very unique for an LMG, because most LMGs usually have, like, the cartridge, and that's it, or whatever. I don't know. This one is very distinctive and unique in my opinion. It actually looks very nice. And it has a name I can actually pronounce, so that's a 10 points in my book. But overall, this, talking about the list in general now, the list, I do apologize if the people that are watching are not particularly fond of Battlefield. It's just, I am, and Battlefield's kind of coming to my channel, so let's prepare for that. But anyway, this list is really random and out of place, but I'm sorry. Okay. The Hewitt Gun is an amazing gun, and it is actually the level 10 gun you earned for playing the support class, and you can get it by getting your support class to level 10. I would highly recommend doing so, because this gun, I wouldn't miss out on this gun. It is a very good gun, and considering that you all have it, whatever. Alright, on to the number 1! The top first whatever jig. My favorite gun in Battlefield 1 is the MG 1909. I do so believe Australia, and it is basically my favorite gun in an entirety Battlefield 1. Yes, I'm drunk right now. I'm sorry. But this gun is good to medium range, and literally the game's description tells you that. And also, the one thing I love about it so much is that like, what the hell? Like, the cartridge, man. Like, look at that, it just sticks out, and the reloading animation is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, honestly, it is amazing. And this gun, even at close range, is not a bad weapon. It does fall short a lot, but it is a good weapon nonetheless at close range. I would recommend using the AA sight on this, however. Although the iron sight is not bad, all things considered. Yeah. Now, the reason why this gun is number top is the sentimental value, of course, and the fact that I am a sucker for weird, odd reloading. And it, in my opinion, is the derpiest and the funniest way to reload this. You just click the frame out and pop a new one back in. And honestly, it is my favorite gun, and it is the first LMG I actually used a lot, and it's probably my favorite. Actually, it is my favorite. Never mind, it's number 1. What am I saying? But this gun, I think you earn at rank 1, which is probably why I like it. It's easy to access and really easy. I wouldn't say easy to use, but it is a lot of fun to use, and it's kind of sports challenge to be more, to be more persistent, I guess, and to stay away from close combat fights and sort of, basically you want to pick your battles with this one, to be honest. You probably want to go for snipers and kind of everyone. Just stay medium, long range. Close range, it can be used, but not to the efficiency. It can be used. However, it can derp out and be really efficient at close range sometimes. And, yeah. Now, honestly, this gun's just my favorite, and will be my favorite in Battlefield 1. Now here's the derpy part of the close combat. Well, guys, that was the list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, to be honest, because I always enjoy. For once, I will be able to upload a piece of media that is Battlefield. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoy. And I know most people like TF2 in the aisle, which is completely fine, but I do like variety on this channel, and hopefully you'll understand. Now, the music in the background, which it most likely is probably made by Glitch City. This is me in the past tense talking, so that's why I say probably. And I'll put the music up on the screen when it starts playing. But anyways, guys, hopefully, like I said, Battlefield 5 will be coming to the channel when it's released, because I'm weird, I guess. But hopefully, you guys will enjoy that as much as you enjoy the Isle or TF2. And if not, it's gonna kill me a little bit inside, but I'll still play it by myself. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all have a marvelous day, evening, or night. And I will see all of you in, I would say Battlefield, but I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night.